chicken recipe that sparkles, coming right up on Weekend at the Cottage. Welcome to Weekend at the Cottage. I'm Nick Manojlovic. Okay, let's say you gotta go somewhere for the weekend and take main course. This is the recipe you're gonna take. Let's say you got people coming over for the weekend. This is the recipe you're gonna make. Let's begin by prepping only 2 vegetables you're gonna need for this recipe. I have a large white onion, taking off the skin, then I'm cutting the onion in half, and then I'm slicing it. You want those little half rounds of onions. We're gonna place that onion into a bowl. I have probably a handful of garlic, maybe 4 or 5 cloves, and I'm just slicing the garlic up. Main ingredient for the recipe is chicken. We're using breasts and legs with the bones still in. 1 piece of chicken per guest, please. Taking the chicken, drying it off, and then salt and pepper on both the top, flip them over, and then season the backside. We're now heading to stovetop. I have our large cast iron skillet on medium-high heat. Wait for your pan to come to temperature, and then we're adding about 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Oil comes to temperature, it's shimmering, and now you add your pieces of chicken skin side down. Chicken goes in, it immediately sizzles. If you have a splash guard, now's the time to use it. It does get a bit messy if you don't. We're gonna cook our chicken like this for 5 minutes. You can take the guard off, lift the chicken to see how that skin's going. Ultimately, we're looking for browned skin. At about the 5-minute mark, you're good to go. Flip your chicken over, guard goes back, and we're gonna cook the chicken for an additional 5 minutes. At about that 10-minute mark total, your chicken is done. We're gonna take tongs, remove the chicken to the plate, turn the temperature of your stovetop down to medium, preheat your oven to 375. Your skillet is still hot. We're adding 2 tablespoons of butter. The butter is gonna melt in right away. And now we're adding that sliced onion. We're gonna cook the onion in the butter and oil for about 3 or 4 minutes, just until they soften a bit. Now we add that handful of garlic. Now, for the onions to caramelize, they need a little bit of help, so a tiny sprinkle of granulated sugar, stir that in, and now cook your onions slowly for about 5 minutes. At that 5-minute mark, our onions and garlic are nice and soft. Now time for the serious flavor of this recipe. Number 1, a heaping, and I mean heaping, tablespoon of Dijon mustard. Plop that into the center of the skillet. And now I'd like you to get a bottle of Prosecco. We're gonna take 1 cup of this sparkling effervescent wine, and we're gonna add this into the skillet. I love this moment in this recipe. You add the Prosecco in and everything gets bubbly. It's fantastic, and the fragrance is remarkable. We're gonna stir the onions, Prosecco, and Dijon mustard. Make sure the mustard goes all the way into your sauce. Now you have some fresh thyme, a bunch of thyme, lay it on top of the onions. We're returning the chicken to the pan. Now we're placing the skillet in the oven. The chicken is gonna bake in the skillet like this for 25 minutes. You got a little bit of time on your hands. Why not head to weekendатthecottage.com, check out some of our vegetable recipes. Make sure when you're visiting our website, subscribe to it. At the 25-minute mark, right before you serve, take your skillet table side, and then I love doing a squeeze of fresh lemon juice on this skillet is exceptional. Now, when you go to enjoy, I'd like you to keep this relaxed. We're gonna put our chicken on the plate. Then we're gonna add some of those caramelized and saucy onions on top, a little bit of the liquid of the sauce over top. This is fantastic. And then we're adding a dollop or 2 of our very creamy potatoes, a spoonful of our very cute little vegetables, complete with flower-shaped parsnip and carrot, crusty buns with butter. I have some bread and butter pickles on the table. I also love serving this with Pommery mustard, so a dollop of Pommery mustard on your plate. You cut into your chicken, it is extremely moist and tender, and then you take a little bit of this mustard. They're like really tender. Really flavorful. Oniony Dijon mustard. What a fantastic flavor. When you're doing this recipe, take a picture of this and post it using hashtag Weekend at the Cottage in your favorite socials like Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Last thing, don't forget, you still have a little bit of Prosecco in the bottle. You haven't used it all. Fill up some glasses, serve this incredible braised chicken, raise a glass to good health, good cheer. After that, enjoy your dinner. Bon appetit.